Okay, we are totally back here. Now we are looking at the same thing, the same thing, cutoff versus the big blind C betting strategy. But this time it's 874. This is a board that really, really favors the big blind with three big blind cards on it. So it is bet big or check, even less small betting, absolutely no small betting. We are checking on this board 52% of the time because it has a lot of straight potential and it already has a made straight with the 5-6. And our cutoff does not open 5-6 offsuit, and the big blind always calls 5-6 offsuit, so they have a huge nut advantage. The bigger than pot bet is not used as often as it was on the 9-8-4 board. Actually, yeah. So we had changed the 9 to a 7. We skipped the 8 because that would be a paired board, which would be completely different. So we changed the 9 to a 7. So that's what we got this flop. So change the 9 to a 7. Our strategy has completely changed. We are just not betting from our end position versus the big blind. And when we are betting, we're using a big size but not over pot size, because now we do not have any nut advantage because we don't have 5-6 offsuit and they have all the 5-6 offsuit. We can't bet huge over pot as often, so our main size is going to be like 80% of the pot or checking, and there's a lot of checking. So same pattern, our middle pairs want to check a lot, and our under pairs are checking a lot. Our 5-6 is obviously, when we have it, we are betting big and putting that money in the pot. 8-7 is one of the hands that is using that over pot bet or betting big. Still wants protection and still wants to put a lot of money in the pot. Our 8-6, so basically our top pairs are still being very aggressive. All the top pairs that we have, playing very aggressive. Top pair, very aggressive play. We do have some checks, but generally top pair, very aggressive. Now, here actually we see this card matching a lot more because our 9s and 10s and jacks want to still be very aggressive here. So we complement it with Jack 10, which is also a gut shot, Jack 9, also a gut shot. And those cards, card matching the Jacks and 10s. But Jack 10 offsuit, not quite always. So with the Jack 10, basically we are betting because we have the backdoor flush draw a lot more, because our post flop decisions get a lot easier when we turn our backdoor flush draw. We can still continue in the hand and we can check or bet, but we have more potential. So the Jack 10 of diamonds has more checking, and the Jack 10 offsuit has more checking. So our Jacks and 10s are really, really, really going for it, but they can't go for it as hard as on the other board with the 9-8-4, because this one has a made straight on it and has more cards that favor the big blind, because with the 9-8-4 we have a lot more middle pair. Also, this one we just like, it's just not in our favor, this board, so we have to check a lot. And we are betting like the bottom, I mean these gut shots if we have a 5, so we are betting our gut shots that have an overcard, it looks like. Gut shots with an overcard. Right here, Jack 10, Jack 6, 10 6. But the pair takes priority over the card matching because middle pair really wants to check. It does not want to bet. It wants to check. And here, we're not putting in our low ace x, king x, queen x because we're just gonna give up with these, or we have overcards. We're just not putting a lot of money in because 50% of our range is checking instead of 25, so we can't be as crazy c-betting these hands. And like all of our broadways here, like we're just scaling down, very clear what our strategy is, checking and betting when the board favors the big blind. Okay.